Long before chaos touched the mortal realm, there was order. And at the heart of that order, the great Layan Temple, a palace of eternal calm, where the Buddha preached the law that binds heaven and earth. Among those blessed to dwell within its light was one, a boy of radiant gold and divine eyes, known to the heavens as Yellowbrow. Born of a single thought of compassion, he attended the Tathagata himself, keeper of the golden bowl of merit, a vessel said to reflect the karma of all living souls. For eons, together with his fellow disciple Jinzhanzi, they served without falter, silent, loyal, unseen. He carried water for the arhats, lit incense for the bodhisattvas, and heard the voice of enlightenment flow through the halls like sacred wind. But even in heaven, the seed of pride can take root. In time, Yellowbrow's heart grew curious. Curious about the power his master wielded, curious about the secret weight behind the bowl he guarded. He began to wonder, what lies beyond obedience? Are humans truly worthy of Buddha's compassion? And if the Buddha holds infinite wisdom, why must I forever serve at his feet? The heavens knew not his thoughts, but the great Buddha did. Yet he spoke no word. For even a godling must walk his own path through illusion. When Buddha withdrew into the silence of the 10,000 realms to meditate, and when the lotus gate closed behind the enlightened one, temptation whispered. In the sacred halls of heaven, Yellowbrow and Jinzhanzi stood before the great Bodhi temple, locked in a quiet but burning argument. They debated whether the mortals on earth were truly good or irredeemably bad. Jinzhanzi spoke with calm conviction, defending humanity. He believed that within every human heart still flickered a spark of goodness, a reflection of divine light. But Yellowbrow disagreed. His eyes burned with doubt and pride as he insisted that humans were corrupt, selfish, and beyond redemption. Driven by his desire to prove his point, Yellowbrow did the unthinkable. He stole Buddha's sacred treasure, the jewel of 10,000 truths, and descended to earth, vowing to test the hearts of men himself. That moment, the moment his fingers touched what was forbidden, the heavens dimmed, the winds of karma turned, and a single ripple of shadow spread through the sea of clouds. Thus began the fall of Yellowbrow, the boy who mistook the reflection of enlightenment for enlightenment itself. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time to do so and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Stealing Buddha's treasure, Yellowbrow fell from the sky. His divine form shattered, twisting into that of a bizarre creature. A creature of the ancient times known as a giant turtle. Startled, the local fishermen hauled the creature ashore. His form was strange and unknown. None could tell what it was. The creature dripped with water as the villagers carried him, knowing not what it was. So the villagers summoned the local official to examine it. But Yellowbrow, cunning and deceitful, tempted them with gold, his promises radiant. Soon, the villagers began to revere him. Yellowbrow, the once disciple of Buddha, had descended upon the wretched-looking village. His touch healed the sick. His dripping mucus restored the youth of maidens. Like Buddha reborn upon the earth, he made fish rain from the sky. In their blindness, the villagers replaced the statues of Buddha with his own image. The village, corrupted by Yellowbrow, flourished on the surface. External grandeur gilded its image. Officials flourished, the market boomed, and Yellowbrow was revered as if a god, apparently impersonating the very Buddha himself. Yet beneath the riches, the flourishes, and the feasts, the village began to rot from within. For every morsel of gold granted, a soul's life was drained, slower, steadier, an irreplaceable loss of primal energy. The riches outside masked a hollow core, every ritual of abundance hollowing out the spirit, every count of gold, a countdown to depletion. Yellowbrow basked in his glory until it happened. Deep within the crowd, a man consumed by lust and greed stepped forward. As the false deity feasted, he moved closer, unnoticed by the others. Blinded by desire, he clenched his knife and lunged. With a single splint, he ran and tore through the divine flesh. Yellowbrow screamed. Gold spilled like blood. Jewels and treasures poured onto the floor, dazzling the crowd with their brilliance. The villagers, beholding this miracle of greed, lost themselves. They surged forward, a storm of chaos and desperation, clawing, shouting, fighting to claim their share of the fallen god's riches. As the crowd tore the god apart, Yellowbrow shrieked in agony. Yet being a deity, he could not die. Even the monks, the priests, and the officials, all who once called him holy, fell to temptation. They joined the frenzy, their piety devoured by greed. They stripped the false god of every jewel, every coin, every glimmer of his stolen divinity. When the madness ended, Yellowbrow was left in ruins, hollow, broken, and defiled. Days passed in silence. Then came Jinchansy, the disciple of Buddha, and once Yellowbrow's brother in the path of enlightenment.
You tarried in the mortal world for a good while, didn't you? Speak clearly.
Once again, I proved it to you, Jinshanzu.
You chose a means to an end, not to a proof. You sow chaos in hearts just for the sake of winning. How absurd and pathetic.
If not for winning, why debate over means and ends?
That stone monkey merely named himself a sage, yet this altar boy dared to found his own faith and proclaim himself Buddha. Your faith is firm and will unwavering. You resisted his lures. All those who are high and mighty found their minds lost and their faith stained. But was it truly because of their devotion to Yellowbrow? As you braved ice and snow, did the stench of shattered ego reach your nose?